There's a strange pain no one really talks about. Failing hurts, sure, but being average hurts in a quieter, more persistent way. When you fail, at least something happened. There's a moment, a clear reason, a story you can tell yourself you tried, it didn't work, and people understand that. Failure has an explanation. But average just sits there. You're not bad enough to quit, not good enough to stand out, not struggling enough to be noticed, not succeeding enough to feel proud. You exist in this uncomfortable middle space where nothing is technically wrong, yet nothing feels right either. Growing up, a lot of us were average without realizing it. We weren't the worst in class, we were never the ones teacher talked about either. We weren't failing, but we weren't exceptional. We passed, we moved on quietly. And that's where the hurt begins. Being average doesn't come with urgency. Nobody pulls you aside to help you. Nobody worries about you. Nobody celebrates you. You're just fine. And fine can be brutal when you know there's more inside you. When you fail, something has to change. Either you try harder, try differently, or walk away. Failure creates a reaction, it demands a response. Average doesn't. Average lets you stay comfortable just long enough to waste years. You keep telling yourself, I'm doing okay, others have it worse, I'll figure it out later. And before you realize it, later has turned into years. The worst part about being average isn't what others think, it's what you think when you're alone. The quiet voice that says, I should be further along than this. I know I'm capable of more. Why haven't I done anything with it? That voice doesn't scream, it whispers, and whispers are harder to escape. Failing publicly can be humiliating, but at least it's honest. Being average often feels like you are lying to yourself, not directly but through delay, through avoidance, through settling. You're constantly caught between hope and guilt. Hope that one day you'll break out, guilt that you haven't yet. And here's something nobody tells you. Being average makes comparison inevitable. Because you are close enough to the top to see it, but not close enough to touch it. You watch people you grew up with move ahead. Some of them aren't even more talented, they just chose earlier, took risks earlier, failed earlier. Meanwhile, you stayed reasonable, safe, sensible. And now you're stuck asking yourself whether that was maturity or fear. Failing gives you permission to start over. Being average traps you in almost. Almost good enough, almost confident enough, almost ready. And almost is exhausting. But here's the uncomfortable truth and also the hopeful one. Being average hurts because it means potential still exists. You don't feel this pain if you're incapable. You feel it because deep down you know you've been holding back. And that pain, it's meant to shame you. It's meant to wake you up. Being average isn't a life sentence, it's a pause, a dangerous one, but still temporary. And the moment you stop trying to avoid failure, the moment you accept that failing is better than fading quietly, that's when average starts to lose its grip. If this resonated, it's probably because you are not as average as you think. You're just standing at the edge of something, unsure whether to step forward or stay comfortable. And that decision, that's the real turning point.